He finds the exit from our world and gets to the universe center where scary creatures hide. A mystical sphere allows its owners to explore a dark realm with terrifying animals and breathtaking bird's-eye vistas. No one gets old, and everyone is able to fly in this world. But why do people want to leave as soon as possible? And will the main protagonists be able to do it? Somewhere off the Spanish coast of America, a pirate ship boards a royal cargo ship, and a treasure chest is hauled on board. Yet instead of the gold and jewelry the pirates were expecting, it only had a solitary glass pearl. Then, to everyone's great surprise, the pearl starts to glow, and the face of a fairy appears from inside the pirates. The pirates' captain shoots at the magic orb out of fear, and the ship vanishes, leaving the orb hovering in the air. 200 years later in London, a bunch of gentlemen are the targets of a show put on by a group of young homeless thieves, led by musician Peter. Once they've made a successful catch, they head back to their hiding place, where their senior companion Jimmy offers the boys a job for a significant robbery of antiquities from Harbotley. In contrast to Peter, who instantly sets out a scheme for the heist, the boys politely deny such an offer. He informs his pals that Jimmy came to their rescue, and that they must now assist him in obtaining the antiquities. Jimmy sees that he has given the lads an overly challenging task after hearing them fight, so he pulls Peter aside and tells him that the robbery is off, and he can handle everything himself. Jimmy speaks with a client in the evening who need him to take antiques. The thief needs to fulfill a crucial need in order to reclaim his status in London society. The instructor enters the lad's room to turn out the lights after midnight. The stranger notices Peter's bed, and after removing the blanket, notices that the boys have fled. The minor thieves are now in the vicinity of Harbotley. Peter tosses a rat into the museum with the intention of getting the night watchman to open the door while the friends keep him busy. The gang's plot comes to fruition, and the thieves are found inside. When Jimmy arrives, the boys begin taking artifacts from the museum. The irate mentor reprimands Peter, but he allows the lads to complete the task and fill the bags. Meanwhile, he opens the vault that contains the most priceless relics. Jimmy, however, is uninterested in the diamonds and moves for the chest containing the glass orb. The pearl immediately starts to glow when the tutor knocks on it as if it were someone's door, delighting everyone but Peter, who is engrossed in playing with a sword he found in the main hall. The mentor is startled by something and stumbles, dropping the pearl on the ground. The entire group, but for Peter, vanishes at that very instant as a blinding light bursts through the museum. Taking the enigmatic orb back to the den, the boy leaves with thoughts of how to handle the predicament. The door is being knocked on. A man who just visited Jimmy is standing at the door, but when he sees that his master is not home, he leaves without responding to Peter's questions. Peter chooses to follow the man because he believes he is related to the pearl. Peter slips inside the house after spotting the visitor enter and discovers a group of individuals engaged in an odd ritual. The youngster is stopped by Dr. Richard Flood, who saw him as he approached and prevents him from getting a closer look. As Richard learns about the orb during Peter's obligation to inform the doctor of what transpired at Harbotley, he becomes quite animated. In exchange for the relic, he offers to use it to rescue the boy's mentor and pals. Peter hurries away as soon as he discovers that knocking will trigger the orb since he doesn't believe the old guy. The youngster vanishes just as he enters his house again, followed by Flood and his helper. The young youngster finds himself in an odd woodland full of oddly bent trees. When he ascends one, he spots many lighted crocodiles and smoke from a campfire that might point him in the direction of his pals. Peter hops across broken ice floes as he runs in the direction of the smoke. The crew hears the ruckus and gets ready to meet the unexpected visitors, but the mentor senses something is off and tells everyone to hide. Jimmy is shown to be correct. The pirates who vanished in the balloon 200 years ago approach him rather than Peter. Peter is able to witness the transport of his friends to the pirate ship. He considers what to do next after they are back at their camp, and to his delight, he discovers Lisa, one of his pals, who has managed to hide safely. Because a cloud of odd creatures is flying in their direction, the boys must postpone their rendezvous until later. The buddies succeed in escaping the small ferries, but they soon discover themselves at the foot of a large group of Indians. Jimmy is questioned by the pirate leader, who wants to know when he was born. After learning what she was interested in, the savage sends her tutor to the crocodiles and takes his students to the cook to turn into soup. The toughest members of the pirate group are defeated when Jimmy dares them to defend the lads. The leader is impressed by this and departs with Jimmy, who is now known as Hook. When Peter and Lisa arrive in an Indian village, they are given a warm welcome by the chief, who also proposes they stay with the tribe and invites them to dinner. The Indian informs the visitors about the mythical Neverland, a place where no one grows old and is home to a variety of creatures, both immensely good and evil, as they prepare to depart in pursuit of their friends. Jimmy also discusses Neverland with the leader. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future updates. Thanks for watching.